Imagine every person on Earth suddenly vanishing, leaving behind a group that barely fill a high school gymnasium. 900,000 years ago, this wasn't a hypothetical nightmare. It was the terrifying reality of the human race. Our story almost ended before it even truly began. We like to think of human evolution as a steady upward climb, but new evidence reveals near total extinction. A mysterious catastrophe struck our predecessors, nearly deleting our entire lineage from the universe. To understand how close we came to the void, you have to look at the numbers. Scientists analyzing genomic data from over 3,100 people across 50 populations uncovered a ghost era in our past. Our ancestral population, once a healthy 100,000 individuals, suddenly crashed. In a staggering collapse, about 98.7% of our human ancestors were lost. Think about that figure. For every 1,000 people, only 13 remained. Only 1,280 breeding individuals were left to carry the torch for every human who would ever live. If those 1,280 people had failed, the Renaissance, the Industrial Revolution, your own life would never have happened. The most haunting part of this discovery isn't just the crash, it's the duration. Most species either recover quickly or vanish entirely. Our ancestors did neither. For a grueling 117,000 years, the human population stayed at that microscopic level. They didn't grow, didn't expand. They simply endured, teetering on the edge of extinction. What was happening in the world to keep us so small for so long? The period between 600,000 and 1 million years ago was one of the most turbulent times on our planet. This was the mid-Pleistocene transition, a time when the climate became a chaotic engine of destruction. Many ice ages arrived and retreated, followed by lethal droughts that turned fertile landscapes into dust. The climate was unstable, and our ancestors were caught in the middle of it. This tiny population may have been stuck in a single isolated corner of Africa, surrounded by impassable deserts. They were trapped in a geographical prison, while the rest of the world became a graveyard. How did 1,280 people survive for 117,000 years in such a brutal environment? Experts believe the answer wasn't just luck, it was good social cohesion. These ancestors needed a stable environment with resources and almost no external stresses to survive. They had to become a close-knit community, relying on each other to survive every single day. This period of extreme isolation and pressure changed what it meant to be human. When a population becomes that small, evolutionary biology tells us new species can emerge. This bottleneck likely wiped out up to 2/3 of our genetic diversity. That may have been the very evolutionary pressure that gave rise to Homo sapiens. This forced inbreeding could have refined our genome, giving rise to features like our exceptionally large brains. We are the survivors of a genetic refiner's fire. What exactly caused the initial catastrophe remains a mystery scientists are still trying to solve. The evidence is written in our DNA, pointing to this on-the-ropes moment in our past. Not everyone agrees. Some scientists argue this crash could be a statistical illusion, not a real one. Our existence is not a guarantee. It is a statistical miracle. We are descendants of survivors who refused to let the light of humanity go out. Every one of us carries the genetic echoes of those 1,280 individuals who lived through solitude. Our history is far more fragile than we imagined. This changes the entire narrative of evolution. We didn't just conquer the world, we barely escaped it. If you want to dive deeper into the mysteries of our origins, click the video on your screen. Subscribe and hit the bell as we continue to peel back the layers of our impossible history. We are still learning who we are, one genome at a time.